What up, folks? T-Biz here, and I'm still riddled with anxiety because I have to move out of my home at least by next year, if not earlier. We'll see what happens, but I've got to dial back, got to save up some money, and yeah, got to get rid of some stuff, but got to keep some stuff too. And you know, I figured we just relieve the stress tonight of all that worrying with Faker, evil robot of Skeletor. This figure brings back a lot of memories. When I was a little kid, I got this figure at, I believe, Alpha Beta Skaggs grocery store. I don't know if anybody would know or ever heard of that grocery store back in the day, but they had a great toy selection. It was actually here in near Austin, Texas, about an Anderson Mill. Yeah, they used to have a store over there, Alpha Beta Skaggs, and I got quite a few Masters of the Universe toys there. I remember one weekend, because my dad worked at, I think those the water treatment plant or wastewater treatment plant down the road from that store, and he used to buy me stuff. I'd go, we'd go back and forth to his job, and anyways, we'd stop into that Alpha Beta Skaggs for whatever, probably for, oh yeah, he used to play softball at the park over there, and yeah, Anderson Mill and stuff. Anyways, team company or whatever, team softball. Anyways, I'm really straying away from this. I'm gonna get a thumbs down soon, but anyways. No, this brings back a lot of memories, because I remember when I first found this figure at that store, and I had no idea what Faker was. No idea, because it wasn't in the cartoon. There were no, I don't even think there were comic books yet, just the mini comics that came with the figures. And yeah, I was so stoked, because I already had like He-Man, I think I already had maybe Battle Ram, I already had Skeletor, Tila, like I already had basically the whole first run. Maybe not Merman yet? I couldn't remember because it took forever to get Merman back in the day when I was a kid. But this guy, found him at that store, and I was like, wow, this guy's an evil robot version of He-Man. He's fake. He's not really He-Man, but he looks like him, but he looks like Skeletor, but just a sick figure. Just really sick. And yeah, we're going to have to bust him out and check him out. First off, he looks pretty cool in the package. Let's check out this amazing art from Axel Jimenez. See the robotic replica Faker Fakor lures the heroes of Eternia into deadly traps. So yeah, there he is, like back there. They're like kind of see a silhouette of him, and it's like, oh, it must be He-Man. He springs forth into the light, and it's not He-Man at all. It's some evil, messed up version of Skeletor and He-Man. So yeah, really cool, sweet, man. Can't wait to check this out. Here's some more figures from this wave. Is this wave 6 or 5? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, there's Faker, Skeletor, He-Man, Fisto, and Evil-Lyn. That's the 2000X colored version of Evil-Lyn, and the not so rich kids Merman, which yeah, it's the same as the Lords of Power, but without the little bubble tampos on his panties or in his crotch piece. So yeah, sweet. Let's go ahead and rip this guy open. And here he or it or whatever it is, or he's like a toaster. I guess he identifies as a toaster or just whatever, But yeah, there's good old Faker or Fakor, however you want to call him. I love the fact that you have the vintage hair. That is pretty cool. It's really awesome. As you can see, there's the tampo. It's actually, yeah, like a tampo. It's not like a sticker. Like the old one has just a sticker just plopped on there that could easily wear off the time. Pretty neat. I'm going to be a millennial, zennial, old fart man and complain. I'm making fun of everybody there. Old school collectors, new school, and whatever. But yeah, I'm going to complain. I hate complaining, but I'm going to complain that I wish this had the little guard. I mean, it's cool that it doesn't, but let's see how it fits in his hand, because sometimes these swords suck. Actually, they gave him a good curled up hand, so he holds the sword pretty well. That is rad. That actually works. I don't know how long he'll keep that hold, but I guess you could always heat it up and then cool it down, heat it up and cool it down. So who knows? Here's the little instructions for the modularity, or I guess, is that a word? Where you can take them apart. So people watching the video that are just were just born yesterday or been under a rock, that's how you, those are all the parts that come apart. His boots, his crotch, his arms, and his head. Because I don't want to waste time taking them apart. Anyways, back to the comic. And I was flipping through this real quick. You notice there's a land shark. I'm not doing a comic review of this, but Mattel is freaking evil, because look at this. Because I'm a sucker for army building sometimes. And look, there's all Snake Mountain. So maybe we're going to get an Origin Snake Mountain, which would be cool, because I cannot afford the the classic Snake Mountain. That thing is crazy. Anyways, there's a Faker. What is it? Weak excuses. Mistakes were made, yes, but victory was within my grasp. Enough, fools! You may have failed, but we shall not. Man, he builds an army of fakers, so that's where they get you. Oh, man, now everybody's going to want to buy out all the fakers. Now fakers are going to be like the... Well, actually, Scareglow is actually pretty reasonably priced, but, man... Oh, I know some people that don't buy a ton of fakers. Oh, do I? And I don't blame them. I would too. But especially if you wanted to build an army of fakers. Oh, dude. That's why, Mattel? Why are you so evil? Evil, 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 man. And you know these are hard to find. And, oh, geez. Oh, my God. That's just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Ugh. Anyways. Alrighty, before this review goes any further, I want to give a shout out to Mike Prezzato. He's a local collector just like me and thirsty for some Motu action just like everybody else. And cool, nice guy. I met him at the local Target over here, the neighborhood Target. Really nice guy. I just wanted to give him a shout out because there's a lot of videos. I should have gave him a shout out a long time ago. I'm sorry I didn't do that, Mike, but I'm doing it on this video. And I hope you're getting your faker soon because this figure is rad. And now we're going to take a further stroll down memory lane. Here's the good old Commemorative faker. This was limited to, what is it, 1 of 10,000. So yeah, that's the Commemorative faker. It's gonna look a little different. Well, he looks a little different to me. I don't know about you, but a little different. You can tell that bubble's starting to yellow in there, and maybe the color might be fading or getting weird too. It's hard to tell. I think it might just be the yellowing of the bubble that makes him look weird. But I think this figure, the blue on this head, does tend to discolor after years and years and years. And this came out a long time ago. What was this? Yeah, 2000. So back in 2000, man. Way back in 2000. Yeah, evil robotic He-Man imposter. As to where this one is just the evil robot of faker. So back in the day, when I was a kid, yeah, evil robotic He-Man imposter. So yeah, that's how they got you. That's how they got you. And here's some more of that. I think this would have been because I think it. Oh, God, look at that. That's the old art. Was it Errol? Oh, I forget his name. Something Errol. Oh, the guy who did a lot of that card art and stuff. That stuff was really good. Sorry, I'm being janky about showing off the back of the packaging, but oh, I'm messing up that guy's name. He's a great artist. Anyways, but you can tell this is a reissue of Faker because I think at one time he was discontinued and then reissued because you can see on the back there's Flying Fist. This is towards the end of the wave, pretty much. So yeah, you got a Flying Fist He-Man, Randor, Sorceress, Extendar, Rio Blast, Clamp Champ, Terraclaws, Skeletor, Scareglow, Ninjor. And it's funny because right now you've got Scareglow, Ninjor, we've got Clamp Champ, we got Sorceress, but not those colors. And yeah, I'd like to see these other characters. And then we got King Hiss right there and the Snake Man. That was the intro of the Snake Man. So it wasn't the very end of the line, but getting close to there. So yeah. And I think I've opened this up, but not opened it. Yeah, I actually have opened it because you can see where, I don't know, man. I think the bubble's just tearing in there from age. So, but yeah. And I don't even know if there's the sticker on his chest. I can't tell. I can't even tell. But anyways, I'm not getting rid of that. I'm going to keep that just because it's old school. Anyways, let's go ahead and take his armor off real quick and check him out. Check out that sticker because that was the cool thing about this figure. Because as a kid, I would just break stuff and I don't know. I was pretty rough with my toys, but I would always just want to take stuff apart. You take them apart and yeah, there he is. Pretty much just like the old school little computer module thing on his chest. That is cool, man. You reprogram him for maybe good instead of evil. All Radio Shack busting out of his chest. That is cool, man. Really neat. Oh, I'm so stoked out of this figure. And one other thing I forgot to mention, because I always forget to mention things, that when I got this old reissue of Faker, the Commemorative series, bought that at, I believe my cousin Zero would remember this, at Comics More. It was actually close to his mom's house back in the day, or the house he grew up in. Anyways, Comics More was a great store, comic store in Austin. It was kind of just a little small, not dingy, but just small, just whatever, comic shop in South Austin. It's a rad comic store. If you're from Austin or around this area and you remember that store, give me a shout out in there in the comment section if you remember the Comics More, because that was a cool shop. I think there's a guy named Drac or something that worked there. I don't know. There's some cool guys that worked there. And it was just a fun shop. They had cool stuff. You could get Palisade Micronauts. You could get these Commemorative He-Mans there. You could get They have decent comics. I just miss shops like that back in the day. I just really do that. And in Round Rock there was Joe's Comics. Joe's Comics was really cool. I miss Joe. He was awesome. Anyways, I'm done blabbing. This is Faker. We got him in a cool pose, a wicked pose. He's rad. I'm glad he can hold his sword and it doesn't flop out like Prince Adam. Like that really irritates me. And I think, what was it, the Prince Adam He-Man 2-pack from the exclusive that was years ago, that he doesn't hold his sword very well either. But anyways, that's it for Faker. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, we should have some more reviews popping up tonight, so stay tuned. All right, later y'all. Peace.